Background: I graduated from college 4 years ago, live at home with my parents. My sister graduated 2 years ago and also lives with my parents. We both got jobs pretty much straight out of college. I pay my parents $800 per month in rent since my first paycheck. This is a throwaway and it's still fresh and I'm really emotionally charged right now. Last night my parents were talking loudly about their financial problems in the living room. I overheard and I offered to help by paying more in rent. I was thinking $900 minus $1,000 since it covers utilities, phone, internet. My parents were grateful. Now, prior to this, I never asked my how much sister pays in rent. I always figured my parents charged us the same. So absent-mindedly I asked a follow-up question. Me: how much is my sister paying for rent? My mom: nothing. A long-ass pause. Me: what do you mean she doesn't pay rent? My dad, visibly angry: your sister doesn't pay a fucking thing. My dad explained how my sister recently bought a brand new car and hasn't paid insurance on it, so my dad had to pay for it. She doesn't pay rent. She doesn't pay utilities, phone, anything. So for the past 2 years she's been living rent-free while I've been paying my parents. So later that night we had a family sit-down talk. My sister didn't want to pay rent, especially at how much I was paying. She offered $100. My parents suggested she pay $300. I pay $800, which my sister and I both rejected. The conversation ended with this: sister, **** fuck you. I'm trying to live my life. ***. These were her exact words, which pissed me the fuck off to holy hell, so my sister storms off to her room and it's now me, my parents in the living room. I'm extremely upset at this because it's massively unfair. My mom is upset that everyone's angry at each other and my dad's angry my sister won't pay rent and she won't move out and both my parents don't want to police involved. So I say my part before leaving. Me: I'm not going to pay any more rent until she does. It's only fair, right? And if I do pay rent, I pay whatever she's being. My mom: what if she pays $300 and you pay $800? Me: no. My mom: but me, we really need the money. Me: that's too bad. I get up and go off to my room. So this morning my dad comes in, tells me that I'm an asshole for not paying rent. That I should pay rent because it's the right thing to do and all this shit. I'm like, what the hell? Make my sister pay rent. My mom, who's listening in: you've seen her. She won't listen to us. Me: well, that's too bad. My mom, really angry: well, we wouldn't have this problem if you didn't try to make your sister pay rent. That was the last straw that blew it for me. I slammed the door on my parents. As I'm typing this, my parents are in the living room discussing how both their children are rotten and shit was better back in the home country, back in their day when kids listened to their parents. Like WTF.
I'm actually salivating at the thought of an update to this.
NTA, but your parents caused this situation. And GT, my sister recently bought a brand new car and hasn't paid insurance on it, so my dad had to pay for it. No, he didn't. He didn't have to pay her insurance at all. He's contributed to this by letting your sister get away with it so long. I can't believe they let you pay and not her. I would be super unhappy in your situation at the injustice of paying so much while she pays absolutely nothing and gets extras on top.
NTA, your sisters held a job for 2 years and in all that time your parents didn't bother to demand rent payments from her. Why? Regarding your parents loudly complaining about their financial problems, they did not have to take on the insurance payments, they didn't have to pay for her phone FFS. And they would have happily accepted your offer to up your payments so you can subsidize your sister, living her life. Hell no.
NTA, you've paid about $19,000 in rent while your sister has paid nothing? Oh hell no. Your parents are being ridiculous, and your sister is a user. How financially difficult would it be for you to leave? I wouldn't want to stay with them if it was me. Edit. People keep pointing out that OP has paid roughly $38,000 in the last 4 years. It isn't that I can't do maths, I was making the point that OP paid $19,000 while the sister has lived there for free over the last 2 years. Edit 2. My first ever silver. Thank you, kind stranger. And my first comment thanking a stranger for silver, so many firsts in one day.
Deleted.
NTA. You want to be treated as an equal to your sister, there is nothing wrong with that.
By my math you've paid roughly $38,900 in rent. 4 years out of college paying $800 a month in rent, 48 by 800 equals $38,900. Move the fuck out. Even if you crash with a friend or rent a place, you'll likely be paying less rent. Please don't listen to the people saying your parents know what they are doing is fucked. They wouldn't have had such a strong reaction to you bringing it up if they didn't. Finally, your parents are absolutely enabling your sister's behavior by allowing this arrangement to continue. If she's paid nothing and your parents pay for her insurance, phone, etc., you've essentially been paying for those things for her. Good luck. Edit. Thank you for the silver, kind stranger. Edit 2. Wow. My first gold. Thank you, kind stranger.
For the amount of rent you are paying, you could find another place to live. NTA.
Holy shit. Your sister runs the house and it has probably been like that since she was born. This is so insane and I am so sorry you have to deal with that. You are NTA and you should really move out. They will realize what a pile of shit they are. When you do.
And GT, I'm just trying to live my life and you don't have a life you're trying to live. Massively unfair. If $1K a month from you would have helped your parents a lot, then $500 from you each a month should do great. If your parents are really struggling financially, I can see how stressed they are and why they're taking this out so aggressively, but that doesn't excuse their behavior. Obviously your sister is here for being so selfish and self-centered. You are definitively NTA.